Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today we're going through a very simple three-step process in which how to start your online business, and it's actually a realistic process that you should follow. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is essentially a realistic approach for you to launch an online business as quick as possible and for it to be successful. So this, like I said, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, this is a get-good scheme. Ideally in business, you want to get things moving as quick as possible and improve as quick as possible. And this is the process in which to do that, and to do that in a way that you enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do as good as you could. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the presentation, which is the first objective, the first things that you need to do. So what I'm going to go through with this presentation as well is basically an action step for each of these slides that you have to carry out. I don't want this to be a piece of content where you just watch and then you get all this dopamine rush and then you just don't do anything. This is very much an action-based approach. I will give you action steps that I expect you to carry out. So grab a pen and paper as well if you need to. I'd highly recommend it as well. Otherwise go back and rewatch the video with a pen and paper once you've had time to let the information sink in. Okay, so first things first. With starting a business, you're starting a business and you have no idea what to do. You want to make money, but you're confused what to do, whether it's email marketing or content management or anything like that, right? All of these ways to make money online. So how do you choose what to do? Well, there's a three-step process in which you need to identify three things, find that intersection, and then from there you'll be able to basically niche down and choose what you want to work on for the next 3 to 5 years, because that's how long it's going to take. So first of all is passion. You need to basically understand yourself to the degree to which you know what you enjoy, right? I'm pretty sure you know what you enjoy, your hobbies, your interests, skills that you learned growing up, maybe extracurriculars, particular kind of sport, something like that that you would consider your passion, or one of your passions, or a school of thought that you are very familiar with and can communicate with people who are in that domain, right? So an easy one for me, for example, is gym. I love gym. Gym is a huge part of my life, it still is. I was a personal trainer, and basically gym is, this is giving me an electric shock. Excuse this, I'm charging my mic whilst talking to you, hence the USB-C. Anyway, back to the point at hand. Find your passion. So for me, my passion's gym. I can communicate with people in the gym like I'm one of them. That is the key. You need to be able to communicate with your client as if you're one of them, which is your passion, right? You need to find what closely aligns to you and what you find easy to communicate with people within that domain, right? So this could be golf, tennis, piano, I don't know, any kind of domain that you feel like you're one of them. Perfect. Once you have that, you need to get your skill. You need to have a skill that is ultimately monetizable, right? This could be copywriting, this could be mowing lawns, this could be cutting hair, whatever. What skill are you good at, or what skill are you willing to develop to get good at? Okay? You need to specialize at this point because you don't have the capital to employ people really to do this skill for you. So you need to specialize. So choose a skill that you're willing to specialize in and become an expert at, or close to an expert in, which you can monetize. So once you have your passion, you basically have the problem domain. Once you have the skill, you have the capabilities to do something, okay? And now you need to decide the problem you're going to solve. So business is solving a problem and charging people for it. That is it. People pay money, you solve their problem. Easy. So once you have those three things, your passion, your skill, and then the problem you want to solve, you find that intersection of all three. So for example, for me, my passion is gym. My skill, I make apps. My problem to solve, fitness content creators don't have good software, especially for monetizing their audience. So I do that. I found my passion, gym, I love it. I can talk to them like I'm one of them, right? We can get on that level. They love gym, I love gym, we both love gym, okay? This could be anything. This could be music. You could find people who are musicians and you've been doing music your entire life. You can communicate with them like that, okay? Find your skill, okay? So what you're going to specialize in and provide for them. And finally, the problem you're going to solve. Using that skill and your passion, how are you going to solve their problem? Write those 3 things down. So get a piece of paper, write at the top, passion, what do you like? Who can you communicate with as if you're one of them? Skill. Write down everything you're good at, or a skill you want to develop and can develop over the next year. Finally, the problem you're going to solve. What using those 2 things are you going to solve? Perfect. What you've done there is you've basically set yourself a framework in which you can set the products and services you want to provide, as well as the people you want to provide it, to. Okay? So once you've done that and you have your list of passions or passion, list of skills or skill, and list of problems or problem you want to solve, you move on to stage number 2, okay? Stage number 2 is the rule of ones, okay? Starting small, you may have all these ideas that you want to solve all these problems for all these people and provide all these products and services and be the best at doing everything. That's not going to work, especially if you're starting out and there's literally just one of you or 2 of you, okay? So in my experience, you need to follow the rule of one. One avatar. You need to choose one type of person that you're going to help, okay? So, are they male or female? How old are they? How much money do they make? What position in their business are they? How many followers do they have? All of these things, down to the T, exactly this persona of person, okay? So for example, for me, I was only going to help fitness content creators above 200,000 followers, haven't got an app yet, around about my age so I can get on with them, fitness creators. That narrows it down enough. You need to do the same. From there, choose a channel. How are you going to communicate yourself to these people? Choose one, because it's hard to do one right. So if you try and be like, okay, we're going to do Instagram, TikTok, email, word of mouth, it's just choose one, okay? I chose Instagram and it's worked great. Instagram is a great business tool, but just choose one in order to get your message out there and to get leads in, okay? And then finally, one product, one good or service that you're going to provide. Don't do tiers. Don't basically think you're going to provide everything under the sun. Say you're going to do a gardening business. You're not going to do the hedges and the grass and the flower beds. You're just going to choose one thing that you can solve and do it well, okay? So one avatar. Again, new piece of paper, right at the top, avatar, and write everything about this avatar, this one key core profile of person that you're going to solve a problem for. Now channel, choose your channel, and set up some kind of content strategy. And a content strategy is simple. Every post is just essentially a blog post condensed into the correct media format for that platform that helps solve a problem or tells a story, ideally both. So you have your avatar, write the top piece of paper avatar, write everything about that avatar. Another piece of paper, channel, choose your channel, write 30 pieces of content. If you don't have any ideas, go on ChatGPT and write and just give me 30 ideas for a gardening business content. There you go, you have your content plan. And the final thing is product. What you can provide. You need to, again, brainstorm that and choose one thing. Ideally, this aligns again with the problem you're solving and the skills you have. You know, if you're gonna have a gardening business and all you have is a lawnmower, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to trim your tree. You just choose one thing. Get real good at it. Again, rule of one. One avatar, one channel, one product. Sweet. Once you have those, okay, so once you've done step 1, which is your passion, skills, and problem to solve, and once you've done step 2, which is your one avatar, your one channel, and your one product, You're going to go on to the next step, which is defining two very important things. This is the key. This is the key to your sales. This is what is going to sell. This is what is going to convince a lead that their problem is big enough and you're going to solve it, right? So once you have your avatar, you need to understand exactly their pain points. What are they suffering with? What is the problem that they're facing that they can't solve unless they pay you, right? You need to define that. So again, new piece of paper at the top, pain points. What are all the pain points that your avatar is facing? Again, back to the gardening business example. The pain point, the client, well, if they don't mow their lawn, it's going to look like shit. What are the neighbors going to think? The neighbors are going to judge them. They could be like an outcast of the community. Who knows? But this is the whole story. This is the kind of story you need to develop in your mind about your avatar to understand their pain points. Okay? Ideally, you get their pain points directly, but that comes further down the line. Next, value stack. This is your offer. This is what Alex Hormozi talks about when he says crafting an incredible offer. Is you need to have a big fucking list of everything that your product, single product or service provides. Okay? So, for example, me, I could literally go to a lead and be like, software in the fitness industry is fucked. I provide the best apps out here. I'll give you an app. Okay. Maybe like C+ for content and execution. Or you could be like that, or you could go to them with their pain points. I know that the fitness industry doesn't provide good software. If you don't provide good software to your audience, they're going to complain. You're not going to monetize enough. If you don't monetize enough, then you're going to have to rely on sponsorships. Sponsorships are unstable because you don't own the platform and they could cut you at any time. If they cut you at any time, well, then your income is unstable. Would you not rather own something that is yours and you have that constant stream of income where you have full control over the product and all you have to do is create content around the product that you're passionate about? Okay? That's an entire story now that you've crafted in their mind of the pain points that they're experiencing. You need to show that you understand that. Ideally, you'd get them to tell you the pain points in the sales call, but for all intents and purposes, you understand fully their pain points already. Now, once you've written down all the pain points and you've crafted that entire narrative of if they stay in their current position, it's going to get shit, and you've conveyed that to them, now you slide in, you're the hero, you have the value stack, and this is everything you provide, right? So the value stack for me, you wouldn't go to them and be like, I'll just make you an app. You'd be like, no, I'll make you an app, and it has full onboarding, has full workouts, has full diet tracking, has full community feature, full notification feature, email chaining, full database management, full customer insights, all of this stuff. But as you see, it's the same product. I'm not adding products in. I'm just extracting every single bit of value that my product provides. And it's better the more shit you say. Okay? So it's sales. You have to not oversell it, but use every little thing that you can to your advantage. So for example, for me, again, back to the apps. If I go to them and be like, okay, you get the app, you get all the things I previously mentioned, but then you also have full content management. You have the ability to change your colors. You have the ability to change your text. You have the ability to change images, right? That's three things. I could have literally just said, oh, you can customize the app. But no, I've extracted three things out of that. But then, like, for example, fonts, I could be like, you could choose from an array of 150 fonts, or you can add any image. And if you don't want to add your images, I can AI generate images. Okay, so I've literally turned one, which is customization, into literally like a whole handful of more value, right? And the brain works weirdly like that. The longer the list they see, the more value they think it is, even though it's the same product. You can say one thing, or you can basically 10x it by just focusing on the details and saying you're going to do this, 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 and this. That's your value stack, okay? Make sure it's big. Make sure you whittle it off after you've gone through the pain points. Sweet. Okay, again, value stack. Piece of paper, value stack at the top, write your value stack. Okay, sweet. Now you have the skill set, you have the problem domain, you have your avatar, you have your pain points, you have your value stack, you're ready, you are armed to the teeth, ready to go and hunt. So we're moving on to the next one. Okay, you're starting out. You're not going to get rich straight away. It's going to take a while. But if you're combining your passion, your skill set and the problem domain, then that should be able to supplement and kind of like ameliorate the pain of what business is, because it's pain all the time and there's always problems to be solved. But if you're in there with your passion, then all of that pain goes away, or is more manageable at least. So now that you have all of that set up, now you've got to start making some money. But the way you do that is by forgetting about money, and the goal right now is to deliver your service for £10 for anything, just a nominal fee, because business is money in. Okay? So just get any kind of money in. Don't undersell, don't oversell. Get it to a point where you're essentially working for free, but you price it at a point where it doesn't seem undervalued and it doesn't seem overvalued. Okay? You can't go in and be charged £2,000 for a product that you don't believe that isn't the same value back, or if not more. The goal right now is to get testimonials and feedback. So now this is where you start hunting. This is where you're smashing your content for at least 2 weeks. And now you've got a big old following, maybe like 100 people. 100 is enough, right? If they're interested in your shit, 1%, that's at least one lead, right? If you have 100 followers. That's good enough for now. That's a start. Once you have that, you want to go in and basically say, hey, I'm Steve. And literally, okay, so now this is where the first slide pops off, because you're like, hey, I'm Steve. I noticed that we're both passionate about gardens and music. Choose something that you're passionate about. I have this skill set that can solve this problem that you're having. There we go. You have that framework already done on that piece of paper because you've written it out. Nice. Then you get them on a sales call and you go through all their pain points, exactly where they are, and then you'd be like, I can solve your problem. This is the value stack. This is the results you're going to get. Okay? You need to be transparent with them though. You need to tell them that you're just starting out. That's why the fee is lower. And in exchange for the lower fee, you just need their testimonial when they get their success. Okay? There's a whole framework around this. I'll probably go through it in another video if you want. But it's basically problem, solution, product, PSP, on the sales call. I'll go into a sales call in another video. Once you do that and you deliver a service and you get the clients their results, this is the key. This is the number one thing. Not getting money in right now. The key is to get client results. That is the key. Number one, numero uno, client results. Once you have 3 to 5 testimonials of successful results from clients, now you have a bank in which you can prove to other people that you can do what you say you're going to do, right? Your business has substance. You're moving things forward. You are the guys that does X for these kinds of people, and you're them. You're the guy, right? Once you've established that, you need to get a critical piece of information back from your clients, which is why they came to you. This is essential. Understanding why they came to you as opposed to your competition, right? Okay. Why they came to you. Because you're going to use that piece of information in your future sales. Because then you're going to go to future leads and you're going to understand if they fit you, because they're going to fit your avatar, right? So they're most likely going to have the same pain points and why they should come to you, because people just like them came to you. So you need to understand why. Why did they come to you? And using that information coupled with another piece, which is you need to get feedback. You need to understand how to improve your service. You need to get better. This is a constant cycle of improvement. It's a constant cycle of moving with speed, getting things to market, improving, and repeat that loop as many times as you can. In software, it's an iteration loop. You need to just get out. You can't think that you're not ready. You need to get your product and service into people's hands and get the feedback back as soon as possible. Okay, cool. Finally, like I said, you just need to improve. It's an iterative process. This isn't a get rich scheme. This is a get good quick scheme. This is a get good quick scheme. It is. Understand it, okay? You should be becoming a master in the niche of what you do, right? That is the goal, because then the money comes, because you become the guy in your niche, okay? And that is it. Those are the steps. So step 1, understand your passion, skills and problems that you're going to solve. Step 2, define your avatar, channel and product. Step 3, or step 2A, is understand your pain points and value stack. Step 3, deliver your service, get the testimonials and feedback back, and improve, okay? And continue that cycle. Deliver the product, get the feedback, understand the why, improve, rinse and repeat, okay? Now, I want you to rewatch this video if you need to. I highly recommend you do, because there might be new ideas that you get by rewatching it. Have a walk, go for a walk without your phone and just kind of let it all sink in and understand what you're going to do. Come back to your notes and then take action. Don't watch any other videos. This is all you need right now, is understanding what you're going to do, for who, and do it. Okay? That's pretty much it. Don't expect any miracles. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight, but this is the first step in the process to basically becoming the master in your niche and becoming the guy of whatever it is you're going to do. Okay? Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. Peace. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm probably going to be making a lot more business videos. I do enjoy business videos, but obviously I like making fitness content. That's besides the point. If you have any questions, go follow me on Instagram, go give me a message, and peace. If you want the notes for this, go message me on Instagram as well. I'll give you all the notes. Sweet, brother. Bye-bye.